We still here with the legendary Shakil on the Smoking Buzz podcast. I mean, on the Wake and Bake podcast on the Smoking Buzz channel. Excuse me.
This is some good shit.
We go there. We say, listen, they want to cook. They want to get with y'all. They needs to come pick us up from the store. You know what I'm saying? And take us over to Philly. Take us to different places, and they used to actually buy us shit to wear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we used to go to Boyd's. They buying us suits, and they was looking out for us. But the music that they wanted wasn't the music that we were creating at the time.
Okay.
It was the music that we created in LA. And all the rights to those, you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the rights to that music still belong to Mark.
Gotcha.
So now when we trying to negotiate a deal, Mark's still saying it's not enough. It's not enough. Like, so I was like, damn. And when I tell you we got Grammy, like, whenever I let people hear these one song y'all probably heard when you was younger, it's called Reminiscing. I'm gonna send that to y'all both too.
No doubt.
The quality of it, Mike, it's low, but the quality is so good because again, we was in a $2 million studio. We had real professionals and I stole these tapes. I stole these dates. If Mark ever see this, he probably be like, "You motherfucker!" That's why I stole them that tape. That tape when I left. You know what I'm saying? So I got all that music from Hollywood in my emails. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I'm gonna send y'all some of this shit. But the one song was like, still to this day when people hear it, they like, this a Grammy right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so he knew what the value of that song was outside of us wanting to just get a deal and move on now. Because now we antsy now, even me.
Right.
I'm super fucking
something gotta happen type shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I always have patience, and that's one of the key points in my life.
Right.
But it's like now it's like I'm starting to get a little frustrated now because it's like again it's right there and it's
so
right
close.
there. It's like
right.
It's
so close.
But I know it's coming because someone said to me a long time ago, this Big Shock. He said, "Yo, Shock, if you quit, you'll never know." He said it's right there, like a pot of gold that's waiting for you is there. But if you stop, you'll never get to the pot of gold because it's there waiting for you.
Right. No doubt.
That's why I'm still going now.
Right.
Because I'm like, that pot of gold's still there. I know it is.
You're still motivated by that. Right.
Got you.
Yeah, yep.
Right.
So and now that's got to that point, I was like, fuck. This shit ain't going that way. So that's gone. And then now we did the Newborns album. We made noise off of it. But now Larry is getting because he's losing. He had a baby. He done met a woman. Right. I mean, this dude used to treat us to Dallas Cowboy Eagles games at the vet.
Right.
Back then. He had money. But it's starting to dig into him now because the music business is heavy, man.
Hell yeah.
I mean, when you think he putting up $20,000 just for studio time. Right. Period. So we could just go in the studio and create whenever we want to. And then you got to put us up to live. And then he put us up to eat.
Right. Yeah.
And then put us up for transportation.
Yeah.
And then put us up to get. We got video
doing promotion and shit like that. Right?
Yeah. Like he's 80 to 90 grand in.
Right.
And it ain't. He ain't getting nothing back yet. Right. You get what I'm saying? So he started getting cold feet. Which I don't blame him.
It's understandable, yeah. Hell yeah.
But Bump never did. So this is why I'm leading to this story where me and Bump decided to basically go our own ways because now his everything in him is moving different. He met a different woman. So that life happens. That's how that go.
Right.
So now me, I'm venturing, but I'm still getting out. Here come Big Lou with Lost City Records.
Right.
And I'm not signed to Lost City Records, but I'm always with Lost City Records, him and his artists. And all we doing is we just creating. So again, like I said, every time I'm thinking that it's a over with thing, here comes another avenue out of the blue. So in the process of being with Lost City and creating music and going around, and I mean I'm doing shit. I I've been a street nigga. So when I'm going to different, I know people don't understand. Like I'm telling my brother now. Remember, this music shit is 90% street, 10% music.
Right.
Gotta be prepared for these snakes, all these motherfuckers that's trying to come at you or take from you in regards to what we trying to create. So when we was going to these different shows and stuff, you know what I mean? I was going with them, creating shit. Me and Lou got music never heard too. I got some of that music.
Right. No doubt.
Um,
Oh,
and
shit.
then um, in between there, I also had a refresher with Larry Schreiber. So Larry gets in touch with me, comes back, and he has a major deal on the table.
Mm.
The deal is Sony Records.
Oh shit.
So now Larry has Sony, and he has already has a. It's like Alan Heyman. They a big time promotion company for shows.
Right.
But this was not Alan Heyman. It was a different one, but another man. I can't remember the name, but I know the label was Sony. So y'all know where that Mercedes Benz dealership is on Route 70?
Yeah, but is that 70 or 73?
I think that's Route 70, or it's not 38. It's Route 70.
Oh, it's 70. Okay, all right. Yeah, I think I might know what you're talking about then.
The Mercedes Benz dealer where Garden State Racetrack across the street used to be at, across down there, right?
Okay.
So right next to that Benz dealership, it's a little pavilion. It's a gas station, then it's a little pavilion, and it's a smoke shop in there,
Okay.
right? So I never knew this till we go in there for a meeting. When we go in there for a meeting, it's an Italian. It's owned by Italian people,
Right.
So we get there. Y'all ever see Casino?
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie. Yeah.
So the dude that buried Joe Pesci's supposed to have been his boy, and they buried him.
Right, right.
Him and his brother. He's in the meeting.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Dead ass on my mother's grave. He's in the meeting, and he's a part of the promotion. He has a tie-in with the promotion company, and then there's executives from Sony.
Right.
Okay.
So when we go in there, they want that Newborns album that Larry that was under New Talent Entertainment.
He was trying to get originally.
Yeah, yep,
Right.
yep. So Larry's trying to recoup. He's still working. We not together, me and Bump,
Right.
but he's still working.
Right.
Because he's trying to recoup some money back.
Right.
So don't get me wrong, the project was crazy. It was a nice project. I'm quite sure you know it was called Enter at Your Own Risk. So, but I believe, and I still to this day say it could have been mixed. It could have been mixed different.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they noticed it. So what Sony wanted was that album done over. They wanted to put us in a bigger studio, get different engineers, and we wasn't changing anything. They wanted the same structural songs. So this is an easy situation. 300,000 offered, 25 for Bump, 25 for me as a bonus.
Right.
And we going right on tour.
No doubt.
So
hell yeah.
Yeah,
remember, I spoke to y'all about Rodney. So I called Rodney in because Rodney was always our manager. He was mine, and I put him on with me and Bump. So because Bump was in his feelings about how the guy Larry left us in a sense and didn't fulfill the obligation of the contracts back when we was signed to him, Bump felt that he shouldn't deserve anything.
Oh wow.
So Bump like, well, what he getting? He asking these executives, well, what Larry getting? And I'm like, Bump, what are you talking about? We got a project done, and we getting $300,000 just to promote it, along with a Bump. So he's like, nah, why we just getting 25? So I'm like, well, Bump, take my 25. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Like, yeah, you take this. This is Sony.
Right. Now I feel you on this.
Plenty more where that's coming from.
Right.
There's plenty more where it came from. But what ended up happening was when when it was all said and done, Bump brought in a cousin who said was his manager at the next meeting, and then it was like, who was this dude? And he like, well, we want this for him. He could get whatever he want. And I'm like, who the fuck's a Rodney sitting in some type of way? Like, Bump, what's good? And he like, he my manager. So dude fucked the deal up, and we end up not getting. We end up it fell through. Like,
Egos, boy.
end up not
Egos and
getting
pride to
deal.
have you looking crazy out here.
Boy.
So they because people don't know this. This what loyalty can it can prevent you.
No doubt. No doubt. You could
So
be loyal to a
again, remember
fault.
I told you I was getting offered deals in LA,
Right.
but my loyalty wouldn't let me leave Bump. And here we go again. It's like
Right.
now they pull me to the side because Larry owned the rights to all that music. They say, well, let's shop. Record it all by himself. And I'm like, and I'm gonna get me wrong, I wrote like 80% of that album.
Right.
Like, so he's chasing the chicks, and I'm like, no, we got to get this done. So I used to go in the, like, again, he spent so much money on just recording time. I can go in there and record, pre-record. So I used to go and pre-record, hand it to Bump, and then Bump would learn it and then go re-record.
Got what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Word.
saying? But I never looked at it as I'm ghostwriting for him or I'm writing for him. I'm looking at it like I'm writing for us. We a
Yeah.
group.
Right.
We,
Yeah. It's for the
you know what I'm
team.
saying? So,
No.
Right.
and light of that, when they asked me to do that, and again, Larry said it. He said, "You wrote damn near the whole album." Like, I just couldn't do it. I was like, I got to do it with him. This was a Newborns project.
Right.
It's not a
Understand.
Shakil project. I got plenty that I could come up with for Shakil, and then they wanted it. And by the time I was able to get in the studio again, where I'm not paying studio time, it wasn't I couldn't get the material to get to them where they would still hold on to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So again, that thought takes
Right.
flight.
Right.
Like, you know what? Damn, this is a wrap now. And then all of a sudden, my boy Mike G, see, I'm like leading y'all on the Mike Gillespie, who owns Essie's restaurant in
Clementon. Yeah.
out
Yeah.
Clementon. This is one of my really, really close friends, brothers. Honestly, he had a situation where he's in the wheelchair and quite for you look like Mike a little bit, Jay. You know what I'm saying? But um he 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 wanted me to come. He wanted a label. He started a label called Teflon Entertainment, and he's always followed my career wherever I was at. He would contact me, even in L.A., even in North Carolina. Like he would contact me, right? So um I end up going from Lost City directly to Teflon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To Teflon Entertainment, which Porter Rich was a part of at that time. You got Bobby Rand, B.O., who's out here, who's
Okay.
is
Yeah.
actually acting too, doing a lot of shit. It was some good talent, and shout out to C Chung. He's from Willingboro. He was the producer. Ant Live, rest his soul. He was part of the. People don't know DJ Ant Live was like he can connect with a lot of people as a
Right.
DJ. So what ended up happening is when I got with them through Ant Live's connections as a DJ and stuff, I was able to do music that probably was never heard. I don't even have that music that was never heard with different people like Cardinal Official. People don't really know about
Right.
him, but he's big. Killer Mike came through the studio. We
Word.
had
Okay.
this is before they had their height of their where Killer Mike
Right.
is
Yeah.
where
Of
he at
course.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and you had like PD Crack and them coming. We even had Fredro Starr, and I burnt his ass. And I'm
Word.
saying that right here. Yeah, when me and Fredro freestyle, I burnt him. He's looking at the Sticky like this nigga like you know what I'm saying like. But all good. Shout out to Onyx,
Onyx.
man.
Yeah. No
And
doubt.
Yeah.
people don't know
Word.
these people was already in the city, coming to the city. You know
Word.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Do Teflon, do Ant Live, and And then C Chung, I ended up doing a song called that was
Yeah.
created by Ryan Toby from City High, the group City
Booger
High.
Right.
Girl. Yeah.
And then we ended up shooting a video. At the time they had the #1 record in the country. What would you
What you
do?
do?
What would
Right.
you
Yeah.
do? Yeah, that was
So,
my shit too.
and I'm gonna keep it
Right.
real with you, man. To this day, like Robbie Parlo just passed away. Rest his
Yeah.
Rest in
soul.
peace,
Yeah.
facts. Yeah.
I
About,
thank
yeah.
them like immensely because they were at the height of their career. They could have been different. They could have
Right.
been and Claudette, like shout out to Claudette Ortiz and Ryan Toby and for what they did for me back then.
Right.
I shot a video to that song. They came and fought and made sure they was all a part of it. And then when they was doing their thing, they had me incorporated me. I got a song with Claudette that a lot of people don't know. I'll send y'all that. I got that on um in my what you call 'em too, my email. But we was going like to the Roxy and all this other stuff with them.
Word.
They just showed me mad fucking love, man. And this
Word.
at the time, that's when Wag was doing his
His,
thing.
Right.
Man. So Wag was showing me love. That's why I got mad love for Wag too, because Wag was like, man, y'all niggas ain't shock. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
talking about motherfuckers and I ain't showing up to nobody's shit. Y'all ain't shocked, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, that's
Word.
crazy.
Yeah. That's
You know
Hell
what I
love.
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
But so
Hell
that's
yeah.
how I end up making it to Teflon, and then that's where I end up shooting a video, and then that video somehow gets in the hands of someone from Atlanta, and they had an artist that they was trying to push overseas, but everybody was gravitating to their song at the time and didn't realize that it was someone from Camden, New Jersey, who they thought I was from Atlanta. So the promoter at the time, whoever it was, ended up sending that as like I was his artist,
Oh shit.
and we
Okay.
worked out something to whereas I end up making it having the #1 song. I mean, single in record over there
Hell
in
yeah.
in Africa, West Africa, because Africa's a
But
continent.
yeah.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So so it's in the West Africa. Hold on, okay. Um, and then Paris. So when I'm over there performing Paris, they got my music. And I heard you did say Germany, so I got music from in Germany. A lot of followers in Germany back then because of MySpace.
Hell yeah.
So
Hell yeah. And
so
before we get into that, right? Because I'm actually going to ask this question too, Jay, because you know how I feel about this particular question. I
Go
actually
ahead.
this wasn't even a part of our rundown. I threw this in here because it's a 20-year anniversary of one of my favorite hip hop albums, which is the legendary album
I, I,
from the legendary
I
Shakil.
seen it in the background. You know what, Free? I remember that. I don't know if you remember. We was younger. We was young teenagers. We
Uh-huh.
walking up Chestnut Street from Broadway, and I remember you had the CD player. I think we just got off the bus. We was coming from Morgan. This
Right,
back
right.
that time.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yo, bro, what you listening to? You was like, hey, I'm listening to my cousin Shot, and it was that legendary album in the
It was
background.
yes, it was.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
it
see it in
was.
the back. I was like, and you showed. I was like, oh, all right, yeah, because that's when the first time I really got, your cousin, he put me on to you. That's how I
right.
figured it out even back then. And then
That
then it
album
started.
I put up against any album in history.
I say that. I say that to this day. I'm super proud of that album, man. I'm super proud of that work. I'm super proud of that time. I was 35 years old when I created that album, and you gotta remember, at that time in 2005, they felt like hip hop was a young man's game. Like it wasn't. It wasn't. You wasn't supposed to be above 30 making any type of hip hop because
That's a
they was
fact.
trying to put us in a box.
That's a
Yep.
fact.
You remember that. So um that was a part of the whole again, there's always a purpose for like I'm gonna make sure y'all understand that this shit is about art. This shit is about heart. This shit is it's not about age and why we always gotta be the one generation or the one fucking race that always try to downplay what everybody else is that took from us.
Right.
Why they took from us and
Right.
yet they could continue on, but yet we want to
But we got to stop
shoot
at a
each
certain
other
age.
down and give
Right.
each other, You know, and I believe it's, you know, a lot of it. I think it's fear. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. If you fear that I'm still rapping, you need to stop. Then you need to,
Right, that's
because
on
if you
you.
focus on me
Facts.
still doing something
Right.
and think that the OGs need to sit down and man let the youngins do it, like,
Right.
bro, it's an audience for everybody. It's a
Right.
billion people on this earth.
They don't tell the Beatles, Rolling Stone, or Kiss they gotta stop performing. So why do
Nothing.
we?
They
You know what?
making music still to this day at
Exactly.
70.
I'm sure Kenny G is playing the saxophone somewhere
You
as we
you
speak.
think
Real
he ain't?
shit.
You know what I
Real
mean?
shit.
So why we gotta stop?
I never understood that, but you know, at this time, that's why I'm so happy to see like Big Daddy Kane's and the
Oh
Kwame's
yeah.
and
Everything that
the
Mass Appeal is
Terrorist
doing right
Ones and
now.
all the older
Facts.
the I don't call them old school no more now. You
Right.
created something.
Veterans.
If Big Daddy Kane makes an album like he just did, released it yesterday, the 17th, right?
Yeah.
Do you put that in your playlist as old school, or you put it in the new playlist as hip hop?
Yeah. It
You
just
get what
goes
I'm
in that
saying? Just
it's
because
hip
he an
hop.
older
Right.
rapper.
Right.
So anything that was older, y'all couldn't compete with that anyway because none of this timeless. This is what I mean about music and creating it.
Yes,
You
sir.
see how that album still touched people? I didn't make sure I went and flushed it down people's throats. They wanted it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, you can flush something down somebody's throat to the point you like it now, but then later on, when it's 20 years later, you ain't trying to hear
You
that
ain't
shit
checking
no
for that
more. You
shit. Right.
been done with that shit.
Right.
And that's what this music is now. It's
Facts.
microwavable. So
Hell yeah.
it's nothing that
I
is going to
coined
be.
that term. Not to cut you off, cousin, but me and Jay talk about this shit all the time, man. About 5 years ago, I said we living in the microwave era. And ever
Yeah.
since then, I've been hearing
Yep.
people say that. I want to say I coined that term, though, for real.
Hey, listen, you can have it, but because you was right.
Word,
You was the first one to say it. You was
word.
right, cousin. Because these jokers, they was making, you know, and then again, it was a mockery, man. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. It was a point where people could take YouTube and feel like you could just literally rap, but then we can't say nothing about him because he has an ailment. So when I talk about what I'm saying now, I'm talking about 50,
I'm
50
sorry.
Tyson.
I'm about to say I ain't even
Oh,
laugh. I knew where he was going because when he said he had an ailment,
You get what I'm saying?
Yo, it's funny. I was like, hold up, what happened?
But then when he get a pass.
right?
He get a
Or
pass
you can't
because of his
critique him
element.
as
But
harshly as
what's
you do
wrong
with
with
anybody
everybody
else.
else
Right,
that's capable?
right,
Right.
You feel me? Y'all sounding like him, and y'all don't have his ailment.
right.
Oh, that's wild. Hey,
You get what
That's
I'm
a fact,
saying?
though. That's a whole fact. But look, man, the legendary album. I want to get into this because, like I said, this is one of my favorite albums of all time, man.
You know, I appreciate that, cousin. For
From
real.
I'm a Beast to Make Me Sweat to Niggas from the Street to Ghetto Sunshine to Song for Mom. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like that,
you
like
know
the.
that album.
Listen, when I tell you I know that album, I know that album.
You know that album.
yeah, for the one for his mom, he actually shot the video.
Yeah,
For
at
that joint.
Sycamore
Sycamore Court,
Project.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Most
and Mom Dukes was
most of
in the
my
video.
videos are shot in Sycamore.
Yeah, yes, it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
But what was your question about
But
it,
all right, so
cousin?
look, like the whole purpose of it, because when you sent me those tracks earlier, I told you I got the vibes of the legendary album. You know what I'm saying? It gave me
Uh-huh.
that type vibes because I felt like on that album in particular, you was talking shit, but story wise, you was telling some dope ass stories. I
Right,
mean, the way you was able to incorporate your life into music, the way you was able to do it, I think that was the best part of the album for me, right? So
right.
when you look at it in retrospect, did you while you was making that album, while you was writing these stories, did you automatically know or feel like, yo, this is going to be one of them ones that I'm remembered for? Like this album
Well,
is going to be the album that people look at me and be like, we call you legendary because of this album right here.
Yeah.
so that's correct. But so what happened? What ended up happening is I end up running into a group of individuals out of New York who wanted me to write some hooks for some young boy, and this when Fab had just dropped. Right, Fab just came out. So the young boy was from Brooklyn himself, and he just didn't know how to write. He didn't know how to create hooks,
Right.
but he had that, Brook the style, was the Brook the thing. He had that
Yeah.
style, like Fab, right? So I'm like, damn, he sound like Fab. You ain't gotta be from Brooklyn and sound like Fab. So we end up they bringing him down to Essence. It was called Essence Studios. This is where we created the Newborns album. And the guy by the name of Stingray, my brother Stingray,
Yeah, shout out to
uh,
Stingray.
Yeah.
one
Drop his
thousand
own
watts.
records.
Shout out to Sting.
Yeah.
He owned that studio, cousin. So what ended up happening is them individuals from New York brought the youngin all the way to Essence Studios. They brought time and what to come. So remember, I'm there only to just create hooks for the young boy. So he get in the studio and Ray hears him. So when Ray hears him, Ray like and he's supposed to be impressing these guys too. So Ray like while they had downtime, Ray like shop, go in the booth. Ray know me by now,
Yeah,
right?
right. He was
He
setting the
like go
young
in the
boy up.
booth. He go in the booth. I go in the booth, put the headphones on. Ray putting on beats, and I'm just tearing through them. And these niggas is looking like, oh my god, I didn't know he was like that. But mind
Right,
you, I
right.
was I was 30 years old. So and I was like 31 years old. So it was like I looked 21,
Right, right.
but when they asked me what was my age, and I told them, it was like, ah man, it's like, and by me shutting down this young boy, he was like at least 16, 17, and demolishing him in the studio, and them acknowledging that I was that nice, but then kind of sidelined it because of my age,
Right.
that set a fuel
Mm-hmm.
in
No
Yeah.
doubt. Hell
a
yeah.
different type of fuel,
Right.
different type of hunger.
Right.
So then, um, Ray, we kind of got together and Jet. We talked one day. We ran into each other and we was at, and we was like, "Yo, you know what? Why don't we why don't we decide to put something together with Shock and go to work?" So Ray had a compilation album that he put together with all these artists from Camden. It's all Camden artists, but all different. So the song that I did on the album was called "Coming for That Ass." Where the hook go, I ain't a fag, but I'm coming for
For
that
that
ass.
ass. Yeah, I remember that
You
song.
see what I'm saying? So that's that song got more recognition than any of them. And then they had he had like a showcasing of everybody that was on that album. And we had to sell tickets. I ain't never been nothing like we sold tickets,
No doubt.
and I had like 1,000 people at the motherfucking
No
that
doubt.
came, and he was like, "This is a no brainer." He's like, "Shock, we gotta do an album." So me and Ray decided he was living on Carmen Street. He had a full on studio in his basement. I mean, he got the setup though.
Right.
And he just started handing me beats, cousin. Now, mind you, this is 2005. I'm working down at the shipyard. I'm literally like listening to the beats at night and listening to the beats before I go in, like the
Right.
specific beat. And I'm so hungry. I'm on a forklift and I had these little I guess you would call note things. And I would come up with lyrics while I was on the forklift. And I
Hell
would
yeah.
just write them.
No doubt.
I wrote
No
"Make Me
doubt.
Sweat" on the forklift.
Oh shit.
You know, so when I knew that was when I was like, and then every weekend I would go in the studio and then record them to the point where we got the whole Legendary album. And then I was like, yo, then was people the vibe. People was coming.
Right.
People from Willenboro was coming to the studio. People like, the boy that's on the "It Won't Stop." Two
Yeah,
different
yeah.
styles. Nigga hot in them thorough. So we got the mayor, fifth the mayor, who came through like, you gotta get on. We created that right on the spot.
No
You
doubt.
know what I'm saying? Like
Oh shit.
drop that shit and it was just different segments. Like again, I'm observant. So not only am I speaking about me without telling on myself,
Right,
just giving my
right.
story, I'm looking at people go through shit. So when I see like one, two, three, like, damn, bro, you got two women and they arguing and you going through that,
Bro, I
like,
love that fucking song, bro. Listen, let me tell you how much I love that song. I had rapped that song one time to one of my homeboys, and he like, "Who the fuck? Like, where did you come up with that?" I'm like, That's my cousin." And they heard that shit, and they thinking that you wrote that song about them. You know what I'm saying? Because they going through similar situations. You know what I'm saying? That you speaking about in the song, and like that
Yeah,
going, especially to
it's
people that
so,
went through that shit, you can relate
and
to that
that's
so
and
easily.
that's another thing about. That's why I say people can't go where. Don't get me wrong, Nas is one of my all time favorites, and um big and a lot of them. You know, I just always took I took a real big liking to staying on topic, right? So most of the time when you telling a story, and most of the time, don't get me wrong, Nas always tell the story straight through.
Right,
So I got that blueprint. But Big Daddy Kane tells the story straight through also. Slick Rick tells the story straight through also. So I'm like, I need the story to stay all the way through. And then certain topics of the song have to be relatable.
right, no doubt.
They have to be relatable for somebody to relate to me.
Right,
So or gravitate to me now.
right.
But again, at the same time, again, all these songs were written. No lie, no, I don't want to say that word. No disrespect.
Right.
I was in the tub when I wrote "I'm a Beast." I was sitting in the tub taking a bath.
He wrote "I'm a Beast" in the most relaxing setting.
Dead ass.
That's a clip. That's a clip right there. He
Thanks.
made that
You gotta
joint in the
remember,
tub.
we didn't have those phones where I could go into my notes
Right.
and
Yeah. No doubt.
I'm writing them in my head. I'm in the bathtub with the water running, and I'm a beast. I'm a product of my environment. A young
Word.
king, a menace, and I'm just going like, oh shit, I gotta write it. Come back. I'm a product of my environment.
Uh huh.
A young king, you know what I'm saying? And then all the verses is coming, so I like learned all that. And then when I got out the tub, I hurried up and wrote all that shit down.
Right. No doubt.
You know what I'm
No doubt.
saying? And then that's how I'm moosing in them one song. I ain't gonna lie, sitting on the toilet, sitting them the shit right now.
Hey, that's what you
I
do.
got, I
Most
got.
of your best
So
thinking
you
and
never
shit.
know when
Man,
that,
you know that.
but it's all good shit coming.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Right.
It was all good,
Hell
and
yeah.
I
Clones is
believe.
another one from Legendary that I love. You know what I'm saying?
Which one?
Clones. I think that you
Yeah,
when you talk about spitting, talking your shit, that's one of them ones right there.
it's crazy. I love clones to death, man. I just think it's just that it's so slow. It gives everybody what they need. It gives you what you want. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I'm talking shit I'm literally talking
Nah,
shit
you
on that
talking
one.
your shit.
Yeah,
Facts.
I'm talking shit on that one. The
Thanks.
one of my favorite songs on that album, people wouldn't really understand it, but it's the sun don't shine over the ghetto.
Oh, I
That's one of
love
my
that. That
favorite
hook
songs.
is amazing.
Yeah.
That hook is
Well,
amazing.
shout out my boy Will.
Word.
Will sung that, man. He came in and then who says the sun don't shine over
Over
the
the
ghetto? Come on,
ghetto.
man. That story, the
Yeah.
story on that shit
I'm
crazy.
telling you.
Man.
I'm
I was
telling you.
thinking of Beans when I wrote the it's a song called Take a Deep Breath and Brace Yourself.
Yeah,
Strap
yeah.
on tight,
Right.
prepare for the ride of your life. It's an
Uh-huh.
adventure every time that I write.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
hmm But you know what's so funny? I always thought that you was channeling beans on nigga from the streets.
that that might have been a little because I had some run-ins with Beans with Freeway and with Gilly and them when I was that Legendary album.
Right.
I was the big man I was way bigger than what I am now.
No, I know.
And I was called the big man from Camden
Right.
from them guys, but they was coming to see me. I was performing everywhere from them. Like I said, when I dropped that Legendary, when I finally got it again, put it out, it was like Urban Expressions. When we shot the videos, when
Hell
they
yeah.
when they seen
Yeah,
and heard
Urban
it,
Expressions.
Urban
Yeah.
Shout out to
Expressions was
Urban
like,
Expressions.
listen, you ain't even gotta pay us because we did the smart thing. It was a dude that was a DJ named Shepataya who was their DJ on I forget what he called himself as a DJ, but he was the DJ on Urban Expression and he shot videos.
Word.
So he's the one who shot the video, and then for um, I'm a Beast,
Right.
and then got that to them, and then he shot the other video, Make Me
Make
Sweat.
me sweat,
So
yeah.
it was like, you know what, let's go on with this. And it was like, you know what, we love this album. let's just do the whole segment on him. Like I didn't
Word.
just have the shit played every day. They did a whole show on me, and then because they were so big in the prisons, I was known all through the prisons, and
Right.
then I was representing properly. Like, you
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
you in prison being seen, and then the niggas that's from Camden is like, yeah, Camden, and
Right.
you ain't corny, and
I'm
you
about
you
to
know
say, and you talking that shit, right?
and you
Right.
Like,
talking that
yeah.
shit, and then that's all North niggas and South Jersey niggas and all they talking like, man, y'all South kid, y'all country, y'all. So when you in prison, it's like you gotta represent and show
Right. No doubt.
you
Right.
know, and here it go.
And that's a
So
sense
it's
of
like,
pride.
yo,
That's
I
a sense
know
of
you,
pride.
you doing it. So shout out to Urban Expressions.
Straight up.
That Lele. Stop.
She said she got bars too.
Go get
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
said she got bars too. You hear me, country?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She be rapping and shit. I be
Word.
having her doing all kind of stuff, man.
Word.
But
Word.
yeah, so when I dropped the legendary album, then MySpace hit, which is like one of the major platforms at that time,
You was
and I'm
huge on
putting that.
MySpace.
And Ray was like at the time Ray was doing everything. Ray was tech everything. He knew all this shit, so he's the one to put it up there.
Right.
So next thing I know, we putting these music up there, and all my profiles views is just going up and up and
No
up and
doubt.
up and up and up, and all my music views is going up and up. So I sent y'all that. If you look, numbers don't lie. If I got the many profile views, that means that's how many people looked that came to my page.
Right.
If
Yeah.
you
Hell
look at
yeah.
the spins on the music, it's the exact, almost the exact same.
No doubt.
You see what I'm saying? Up in close to 400,000. So I get hit by, of course, Power 99. My buzz is ridiculous through that.
Yeah. Hell
My
yeah.
street team is posting posters from here to motherfucking
So
Yep.
before you
Fort.
keep going, I want to ask you
Yep.
about that because I
You
feel
get
like
what
you
I'm
had one of the best street teams in,
Bruh.
in the world. You know,
saying?
it
And I'm
wasn't
gonna
a
keep
Yeah.
pole. It wasn't a pole in the city that didn't have a Shakil legendary sticker on it or a newborn
Bruh.
sticker on that motherfucker. You
yeah.
Liquor
hear me?
store, corner stores, laundromats, all the whole joint. You see
Everywhere.
them joints. Yeah, I remember that time. Yeah.
I tell you what, man, and people don't realize it was only two people that was on
That's
that street
crazy.
team. So
Yeah.
Bad Ricky, shout out to Bad Ricky. He was the main dude. He was a human. He was like a human billboard. You know what I'm saying? He
Word.
he was getting shit spray painted, shot killed, legendary, the
No
newborns,
doubt.
everything. And then we had a dude named Vok that was down with us that was doing the same thing. And he knew a lot of people on the low. Like
Right.
Vok knew a lot of people. So
From.
Yeah.
yeah, so they was even here here's yeah. Here's how good Bad Ricky was. Slick from Camden. Everybody's from Camden. This how good he was. And this how good that record was. And this how big that record was. Def Jam. They was meeting around, running into Def Jam on street team promoters who was putting out posters and all that shit for Def Jam, and they was putting my shit out too.
Word.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Hell
They
yeah.
was posting my shit up too, fellas. You
Hell
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I was like, this is crazy. I'm not signed to Def Jam, but I got Def Jam people, you know, around here posting my posters up and
Right.
promoting my
Promoting your
album.
shit. Right.
yeah.
And,
That's
and
hard.
damn, this thing ain't charged. But
You ain't got to
yeah,
worry about too much.
that's
We ain't got
again.
that many more questions for you though.
Yeah, yeah. We mainly it's like sports stuff coming.
All
Yeah.
right, no doubt, no
Yeah.
doubt. Um, but I'm gonna just finish with
Do your
with
thing. Hell
with,
yeah.
with, with
Yeah,
my
yeah.
with
You
my
good. You
baby.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hell
yeah.
yeah. Like I said, it's
Finish
a
with
20
my
year
baby.
anniversary. You gotta give it the
Right,
time
got
that
like
it
man.
deserves.
Listen, for sure.
um, and again with this being the 20th year,
Yes,
the
sir.
songs that I sent you, the second song's My Story is highlighted on that album.
No doubt.
So when you hear me come out in the beginning, I'm saying, and after my Lost City stint in my Teflon days, I got in the
Yeah.
zone and drop shit at Ray's,
Raised right.
created legendary. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that album, I believe, ushered in everybody to feel how I felt when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, and when It's Dark and Hell is Hot came out.
No
Like I
doubt.
got to feel that.
No
I
doubt.
was even bootleg, cousin. Like I was
Right,
even
yeah.
bootleg.
Fact,
Like
you was.
you get
Listen,
what I'm saying? Like
I feel
yo
bad
niggas
admitting
hit
this
me
to
up
you.
talking about
I
no
feel
one from Camden got bootleg. No one.
I
No
feel,
one from Camden ever got bootleg.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
somebody did.
I feel bad admitting this to you, right?
Who was that?
You, because
Yo,
like, because
Yeah,
because
somebody did.
I was one of the motherfuckers that bootlegged you. I sold your CD
Yeah.
so many times in my high school. You know what I'm
yo,
saying?
Yeah, I ain't want to say nothing. I ain't want to say
It
nothing.
don't make
That's
no
what he
sense.
said.
Everybody in West
Yeah.
Philly knew who Shakil was because they had a CD that they bought off
long
of
as you
me and
ate,
shit.
long as you ate, cousin, I don't
What?
give a fuck. To me, it was promotion. It was the ultimate compliment, man.
No
Like
doubt.
it was like, yo, I go on the table, I go there because my man called me like, yo, Shop, this dude got your shit in the table. I go down there and I look and I said, he got my shit on the table and he's selling this shit. And and it wasn't my CD, like it was in black and white and all this shit, right? So I'm
That
like,
bitch said that bitch said
he like,
legend on it. They didn't even say
like,
legendary.
They got a
yo,
whole joint.
he was like, yo, man, you know, I said, bro, I gave him a hug.
No doubt.
That I said, keep selling that shit, bro. Feed your
Word.
family. I said, this ain't nothing but promotions for me. Free
Hell
promotions.
yeah.
You go ahead and eat off of it. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
this is making me iconic to me in the city. Like
No bullshit.
this is what
yeah.
makes me when someone says like on D Rand, shout out to D Rand. He was on Twitter one time. He was like, if you not Shakil, you can't claim that King of Camden shit. And I was
That's
like,
real. That's
yo,
real shit. I saw a post, and I want to bring this up because I want to say this live, because a lot of people don't see social media, even though you have a huge following on social media. Um, Shot Kill lyrics should be on the front of the Camden Library. I saw that, and I wholeheartedly agree with that.
yeah, yeah. Abdul, he called himself Abdul Hakim on, I think it's, I think that's what it is. But you know, I know him as Tone Loc.
Right.
He always done the airbrushes for everybody when people die. When people, he's the one who who tagged up SMP and Shakil on the Sycamore back in the
Got you.
day. But
Okay.
he's the one who posted that, and that's another. When I seen, I wanted to go wherever he was at and just give him a hug. Like, yo, that's what's up, man. I really appreciate that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's big. That's huge
Hell
for
yeah.
me in Camden. Like that's just huge for me because all I wanted to do and all I ever wanted to be was a representative and represent Camden in the manner that people would respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all gotta come right if y'all coming to Camden, not just for the street shit and all the murders and how the crime rate is, just that the talent level is at an all time high.
No doubt.
Look what y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said the bar high. For that, I'm the fall guy. My mindset was never of that of a small fry. You
Mm.
get what I'm saying? Like these jokers gotta understand that this was all about Camden for me. You
Hell
get what
yeah.
I mean? Like,
Hell yeah. And I think you did a tremendous job throughout your career, throughout your
Yeah,
life,
man.
representing the city of
I
Camden.
appreciate y'all, man. I
For real.
appreciate everybody that always supported me, who my cousins used to always come to me and be like, yo, man, they don't believe you my cousin and shit. And,
I'm telling you,
I'm,
nigga.
like, I was be like, yo, that's crazy. Like,
I'm telling
call
you.
them up. I talk to them, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I had to go through that, yo.
For
Like,
real.
that's what I mean. Like,
Word.
I can't hate on Camden and people say, yo, Camden don't, nah, Camden showed me love. Like, Camden showed me love, and they still do. If
No
you
doubt.
see hidden hate, it'll be hidden hate because you can't get to my level. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Hell
But
yeah.
I want you to get past that because I only didn't get to that other stage because of business, because of I wouldn't
Right.
settle for any deal. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Just
And
to
you
be
said
in the
something
same.
You
earlier that I
shouldn't.
want to
Yeah.
just reiterate, just because this has been a long ass interview, so I don't want nobody to think to forget about one gem that you said was you could have still been just as bad off if you had took that deal than you are now. You know what I'm saying? You could have had way more debt and been in the same position that you are now if you would have took that deal. So a lot of people don't
That's
understand when it's about really standing on what you believe in.
just correct. I mean, again,
Right.
I look at no disrespect to him. I'm only using him as an example because it's real. But I can't remember my boy name, but me and him thorough. You remember the song called "I Get Lifted"?
Yeah, up high, high. Yeah,
He from alongside.
right,
So like 3 years back, you know where he was at? He was on the side of me with a forklift. You get what I'm saying?
right, right.
So that's what I mean. It's like I could have took a deal. I just mentioned his name. He had a record played on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
but did he really benefit from it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, why would I give up all my rights to somebody and let them benefit off of that when I'm gonna be in the same position I am if I had not given it
If
to them?
not worse.
Just
Right.
just to go back real quick because I know y'all want to move on to the next thing. I'm gonna give y'all something that really happened in between that. Rodney came up with something I can't remember whether it was when I started with making the legendary album. Remember these was different records that were created individually. So I would go and let you, like I sent you those 3 records.
Right.
Like I would send the record out to different people to get their opinion of it. So I sent it to Rodney, and Rodney, I sent "Make Me Sweat" to Rodney, and Rodney ended up having a meeting with Harv Pierre, who was, I think, was the A&R or lawyer for Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy at the
Okay.
time. And when they had the record, they let Diddy hear it. So Diddy was about to drop his album. Diddy wanted that record.
Oh, okay.
So Diddy offered me $50,000 for "Make Me Sweat." So I said, fine, as long as I get the writer's credit for it, because I know that the $50,000 could go today and tomorrow, but that writer's credit will last me
Right.
forever.
Hell yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then I could
Long
get,
game, people. He's thinking the long game.
yes, correct. Which means I also can get other people to jump in on the same thing, like Sauce Money used to do for Jay-Z and them. Like people can say what they want, but Sauce was writing for them jokers. You feel me? And he was fine with that. But that's all I wanted. And because Diddy wouldn't give me the credits to the song, I was like, well, if Diddy want the song that bad and he willing to give me 50,000, I think I could just move this song my damn self and get 50,000 off of it.
Right, no
So
doubt.
with that being said, we just packaged it together. Um, I sold at $10 a piece throughout. Dash sold 1,000 of them by itself in Dash
Right.
Records, and then
Oh
you
yeah.
had Sam Goody and Funko Mart, all that back
Uh-huh.
in the day, and you know what I'm saying. Target
Right.
had my music in there, and then other than
FYI, all the
Trump,
motherfuckers, yeah.
yeah, I sold
Right. Yeah.
1,500, almost 20, 2,000, 2,000. Oh no, I'm tripping. I sold 15,000. I read up 15 times,
Word.
15 20 times from disc makers at $1,000. So yeah, I made more than
Hell
$50,000
yeah.
moving it.
There you
Hell
And
go.
that's
yeah.
when yeah. So
There you go.
again, it can't happen now that way because of the streaming shit.
Yeah.
Because
It's distributed differently now. It's crazy.
it's
Hell
distributed,
yeah.
and then we had to go to different places by foot. I'm going to Queensbridge. I'm meeting up with Littles and all them. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm really connecting with
You gotta put the
Capone's to
footwork
come
in.
see me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm big on Capone and Noriega. Capone is coming to see me perform at 8th Street Lounge. Like, and then we,
Oh shit.
you get what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it's so
Yeah,
much of
that's
my
crazy.
story, man. I would take up probably like probably 24 hours of your time with my story.
Shit.
Probably
You
2 days.
always more than welcome back. You always
Yeah,
Yeah,
more
for
than
you know what
welcome
I'm
sure.
back.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Whenever y'all ready, man. But you know, let's go ahead because I see I got 21. I don't know what's good.
Yeah,
Man.
because last time we had Slick on here, we had his phone had cut him off before we got to the end of the pod, so we don't want that to happen to
Yeah.
you.
Like
Yeah.
I can plug up and move
Nah,
with
nah,
them.
it was a storage thing with the system and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right,
So
Hey, we're gonna put some pressure on you in a minute though.
yeah.
all right.
Let's
Let's go, man.
let's
All
let's
right,
get
so
let's get through these last couple of questions before we run
oh,
the
we ain't
fun
gonna do
shit
it
down
that yet?
and shit. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right, yeah,
yeah.
all right.
Because I do want to
I
ask.
didn't know if we
As a
wanted to
matter of
do it
fact,
to it.
we're gonna do two questions because I want to ask one of these questions because I see that you're promoting this new record label called Savage ENT.
Yeah,
And I
that's
would
right.
like for
True.
Yeah.
you to explain to us and our
All right,
listeners
so I'm gonna
what that is.
I'm gonna stand up real quick. All right, give me a sec
Okay.
because I want to answer these and still be in the same spot. All right, now we good. I'm plugged back up.
All right, bet.
Can you see?
Yeah, yeah. Get yourself comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
I just let y'all see the how shit is, you know.
Where? Oh,
You know what I mean?
that's the
All my
man
act,
cave.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Legend shit. This shit here.
Move, Kobe. My
Yeah,
cat
that's
been in here
it.
this whole time trying to jump up and get in the video and shit.
Oh, word.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought my daughter was gonna come down here a minute ago. I was like, oh, hold on, hold on.
Oh, nah, I just got to deal with this cat. I didn't even know his ass was in here and shit.
All right, I think it's fucked up because it's down to 20.
Yeah, put that
But
thing
go
on the
ahead.
charge.
No, so
Sorry
the
about that.
the question was, I would like for you to tell us about Savage Entertainment. I saw you've been promoting that a lot lately.
Yeah,
And,
they've been doing their thing lately too.
I see their artists and stuff that you've been promoting also, and I believe that you said your brother was running it, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yep. So
Okay, shout out to Tick.
that's another reason why I'm trying to like take a back seat to creating because again, like I was explaining to you before that we started the actual airing. Um, um, I don't want to be competitive. I don't want to be in that state of mind as a competitive because I'm an artist.
Right,
So I don't want to be biased because I don't like certain. I want to be opinionated just because I'm a consumer more or less,
right. You're a fan, right?
or something like that. You feel me? So because my brother is deep into being this CEO. Um, Shout out to Figs. Matter of fact, you can go and follow him at Figs Action. Um,
On
what is it?
IG,
IG,
Instagram.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah.
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah.
Um, it's my little brother Tick. Always been intricate in my career. And now he's into our nephew who was Poe 1300. He's always been intricate in his career. Always tried to get me to jump on, but I was always busy, you know, so I couldn't really gravitate to Poe back then. So now with him fully being able to be a part of it, I could just be behind and back them up. So Poe 1300 is one of the artists on Savage Entertainment. Low 1300 is another artist on Savage Entertainment. Um, Official Pop Out is another artist on Savage Entertainment, and Wei G is in the fourth. He's the fourth and final edition on the
Okay,
label. Again, all these gentlemen. When I say it is official pop out, that's Instagram. You know, it's at official pop out, just like it's spelled.
right.
Um, Official Wade. I mean, at Wade G. I think it's WAY_G on Instagram. Uh, and then low 1300 is low 1300 at low 1300, and then Poe is at Poe 1300,
No
and
doubt.
they all doing well. Poe doing super well right now. He's
Yeah, I just saw
killing
the
them,
freestyle that he did. He was,
killing.
yeah, he was
Yeah,
burning that shit.
Cosmic Cab. Yup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
man.
been on. He been on pretty much. Uh, he's killing the platforms over or the radio stations and stuff like that in New York, which is heavy.
Yes.
He's been in Baltimore. He's been in Maryland stations. He's all over
no doubt.
the satellite, the college circuits. Like
Mm-hmm.
real Poe's really going hard, really
Hell yeah.
doing
Right.
it. My brother's pushing and doing what he need to do. And then it's yeah, I hate this, but I think they call him House. I'll say that. Shout out to
Right.
House. I don't know him, his Instagram offhand, but he's the manager. He's from North Jersey. If you see him, you'll see him. I think he has the braids and stuff like that. Haven't got a chance to meet him yet because again, I'm not out and about as much. But I just promote from within. I'm here when needed. I was at the studio with them the other day, helping out on hooks, whatever, you know, saying however it's gonna get them there and get them to the point where they gotta get to. I'm there with them. And
So
I'm
is your
officially
position with Savage ENT like a consultant or are you executive?
so right now I'm actually an executive with them,
Okay.
a partner. I'm a partner
Okay.
with my brother and them. But right now I'm just sitting back. I'm like on Kareem Biggs Burke type of
Right,
level
right,
right now. You
right.
know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Like
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, that Good Days record is moving us. Look like.
yeah, Good
Yeah.
Days. He just
Yeah,
did
Good
another.
Days. Yeah.
He got another freestyle. He listen the remix with Kaki Kai. I don't know if y'all know about
Yeah.
the Kaki
Mhm.
Kai guy.
Yeah.
The young boy, he doing his thing. Shout out to Kaki Kai and his crowd, his squad. But they got a remix to the Good Days. Just he doing it again.
Yeah.
Me being unbiased, listening to because again as an artist, I wasn't attracted to the only certain people because they was original in it.
Right.
Which is T Pain, Teddy Riley,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, Roger and Zach. Like that's where the
Gotcha.
original auto
Auto
tunes came
tune.
from.
Yeah.
So when everybody started making it a thing like I kind of felt like it's a Kardashian move because y'all eating but there's no talent. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
There's no
Like
real
Gotcha.
substance behind it.
yeah,
Right.
correct. You know what I mean? So I was like, and then everybody had the same wave. Like it's like they was able to jump, and it seemed like that's where it's at now.
Word.
Like that wave, it kind of changed now. With the what's it called?
The
The
drill
shit with
music.
these kids. The drill music is
Yeah.
like faded out, which I'm happy because of the murders.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No doubt.
Um,
No
you can
doubt.
live it all day, but why you gotta live it out? You supposed to
Right.
be trying to eat and change people's
Yeah.
lives.
Get
Like
away from that. You
to
trying to
get
run
away from
towards it.
that
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Yeah.
then the what you call 'em, I never really it
Go
gotta
ahead.
really sound good to me for me to jump on it. So when I listen to Kaki Kai and this song, now I can enjoy it in a different manner and then try to put more of me into how my brother is
No doubt.
pushing them all. You get what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So and
Real.
that's why again I want to take the back seat to the situation but give you some heat on my way out.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And then say, yo, this is who they are.
Right.
But again, Savage Entertainment is the main focus, but Camden is my main focus also.
No doubt.
So it's not that I'm not loyal. It's just that I want everybody to blow. So I got Poppy O that I always keep in mind that is doing this thing for us. It's a dude that I just got turned on, Southside Tony.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
T, PSM was T. I think T PSM is something I listen to all the time. And then of course Apollo Ali
Yeah.
and
No doubt.
Porter Riches of the world. Like it's a lot of
Camden.
talent out there, and I think
Yeah.
that we gonna make it. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Camden as a whole gonna be we gonna be a force to reckon with. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like
Word.
It's just,
because
it's
me, I felt like I could hold it down myself back then.
Shit, and you
I
did
word.
don't need no
a pretty
motherfucking
damn
mind.
decent job at doing that shit. Like,
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I said this how you Debo shit. I beat up by myself because I don't need no click. You get what I'm saying? Like
word.
that's
No
how I
bullshit.
felt back then. But now I think as a whole, I can rest now and say, yo,
Right.
they got it. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
And
Yeah.
I think you really keep like making a point of saying that you're not competitive no more. And I think a lot of people, if you was an athlete, if you was an artist at any point, especially a hip hop artist, I think you guys will understand what he mean by that. It's hard to really listen or watch anything with a competitive eye because you
Right.
always critiquing or saying I can do this better. You know what I'm saying? So when you looking at it now from a fan's perspective, you got a different appreciation for it. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
can
that's real. Sometimes you got to take a back seat to certain things, especially when you think that Again, I don't say it's mine as a like I own it, but I feel like it's mine.
right,
Don't treat it bad.
right,
You
no
get what I'm
doubt, no
saying?
doubt.
Like don't treat what I've been putting my whole heart in and taking time and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's blood shedding tears like P said, Prodigy.
No doubt.
Blood shedding sweat and tears for this shit. Y'all haven't endured that.
Right,
Y'all haven't had to go that and go far and leave your family behind and stuff like that to
right,
chase this shit. Y'all writing like we doing right now. I'm not at y'all cribs talking and away from my family. I
right,
gotta drive back from Delaware. You know what I'm saying? We right here,
Right.
and this is how they able to distribute and do their thing now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but respect it.
Right.
Just respect it
Right.
and respect the motherfuckers who came before you.
No
You
bullshit.
see what I'm saying? Like I always do this because that's what I can do. It's like they said niggas thought I was done. Fuck is wrong with them? Because I won't do a song with them. They venting on the internet like Shock don't get along with them. Got no respect for the ones who did it longer than them, but because they doing music now, I'm supposed to bond with them. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
No, that's real
when I
shit.
spit it,
Though.
you gonna get what you're supposed to get from me.
No
You feel me?
bullshit.
Like,
Right.
it's gonna be real. I'm not giving you no bullshit. I'm gonna tell you what you doing wrong.
Hell
But
yeah.
if you want me to be a part of this shit, then you got to be on the same page. You got to be on that same shit. And I don't, I just don't like fake shit. Definitely don't deal with, snitches and stuff like that. But you get a lot of them. There's still a lot of them in the game.
You ain't lying.
Even in the rap game, a lot of niggas snitching and acting like bitches
Oh yeah.
and all that extra
Oh, it's
shit.
okay to snitch now. Now the new thing is you snitching.
It's
Nah, it ain't
different.
no okay to snitch. Motherfuckers
The new
bitches
thing is you
don't
snitch. The new thing is you snitching, then you take him to jail for you snitching. You know,
See, yeah.
you take him to court for you
Yeah.
snitching and shit.
I'm gonna go off because you said that, cousin. Did you see the TikTok joint with the dude that got him handcuffed and he on the phone with his boy who was an accessory to what he did, and he like, yo, they got us.
They
And he
got
like,
us.
He like,
Oh, yeah, I
nigga,
seen
you
that
did
mess.
this shit with me. I ain't going. I
Yo,
was like,
that's
yo,
crazy.
Real
Like,
quick.
and that's
out in
where
the
we at.
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Uh-huh.
That's where we at, bro. Man, listen.
Ain't no.
I swear, I literally know that if I had the machine that Lil Wayne or Jay Z or Nas or anybody, 50 Cent had, I would be considered in a lot of these people's conversation in the top something. You know
So
what I'm
you
saying?
damn
I
sure
ain't
had
trying
the
to be top
talent to
five. I
compete.
ain't trying, but at least know me enough to be
Right.
top 20, top 15.
You
Because I know I
definitely had
can.
the talent to compete. So I
Yeah,
understand what
yeah,
you're saying. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know that. I know that. And I know I had certain shit that they couldn't do.
No
You
doubt.
know what I'm saying? I know shit that these niggas can't do. I
No
could
doubt.
do.
No doubt. Hell
That
yeah.
that was different. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Hell yeah.
proud of that shit, cousin.
Shit, we just as proud as you know what I'm saying as being Camden, people from Camden. We just proud to have an export like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real shit.
Shot, let me ask you something real fast.
Uh-huh.
So what is it? Like, this is what you feel. Like, what is it about people from Camden, New Jersey, coming from where we from, the bottom? Like, I mean, it's a lot of ghettos, all of it. From where we from, it's a little different.
Right.
And like, what is it that we take it with us everywhere we go? That's one thing about you from the Camden. Like, I don't care if you in LA, we gonna let them know like, yo, we from Camden, New Jersey.
Right.
What is it about us that when we go certain places, they know who we are? Like, what is that you think come from?
Well, a lot of it comes from if you got to take different eras of when you ask that question. To me, I got to give you different eras of it. You got the ones who did it, and when we went out there, we made sure motherfuckers know that we wasn't having it. And then you got the ones who benefits off of what we did.
Okay.
I see what? Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So it's like now you get the feed off of what the whole Camden movement or what the whole aura is about with Camden because of what was created before
Beforehand, right?
when we had to go out and do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We went out and we went to Trenton. We used to go to Horns. And we used to fight Trenton niggas and fight,
Right.
and shit like that, and come out on top. And then we used to have to go over Philly because we used to want to go over there and and go to the shows and stuff like that with Redman and them. I remember I'm talking about personal, shit. I ain't talking about some shit that didn't happen. I'm talking about or I thought happened
Right.
or
Some shit you
I'm
actually
talking
went
about
through.
personal
Right.
situations
Right.
where we would
I
be
was there.
somewhere. And you get what I'm saying? And when motherfuckers would say, we're Camden that and certain motherfuckers because we was in a certain area because they thought they wouldn't say nothing, and then all of a sudden, and this is what I mean by benefiting, when we be like, we fuck right here, and we deep as hell, you know what I'm saying? And now the 3-4 niggas that was up in the
Yeah, it
front
made them
that
feel
wasn't
safe
saying
enough
shit,
to.
seeing
Right,
us like now they Camden, and you
right,
get what I'm
right.
saying?
You're
So
right, no doubt.
it's like,
Yeah.
and then you can't fuck with them three. Y'all was gonna fuck with them three, but you can't fuck with us 30. You
Right,
see what I'm
right,
saying? So
no doubt.
Right.
it was like that, having to come up and represent Camden, and then actually having to live in Camden and endure what the struggle was and what
Mm-hmm.
comes with it.
No
What comes with
bullshit.
the struggle is different from any other spots. Don't get me wrong, a ghetto is a ghetto,
Right.
but what comes with the struggle and different aspects of life is what you have to go through with your own people, and what you have to go through with your
Yeah.
own kind, and what you have to go through with your own relatives and with your own,
Right.
and still endure what everybody else still has to endure at the same fucking time. Like, you should have I got a song with Boy Javi on Javi Dobby in right now. And shout out to Jav, and it's like, I said, when I was younger, I used to wonder, where does the money come from? Who created it? And why is there so many drunk bums living in poverty? It's, like we were privately considered slums. Damn. But if you follow, it's just
No, I get.
it's
Yeah.
a newer song,
Right.
but you get what I'm saying. It's like we were hidden from society, but given pump guns to take each other out, take food from each other's mouth, to
Mm.
keep from starving, robbing and breaking in each other's house. Selling drugs was the only way of us thinking, taking another route. And if that money ain't come correct, they was taking that sucker out. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like,
Mhm.
so when I speak on what you just, I can say it in a rap. You can ask me a question and I can say it in a rap, because I'm telling you what it is and how it was, because it's the same way right now. The only thing is, youngins right now don't give a fuck. They don't have no. There's no morals. There's no
Fact.
self respect. There's
That's a
no
fact.
respect.
Right.
There's nothing that where these youngins it's just they're a lit firecracker, man. Like,
Yeah.
and ain't nobody there to diffuse this shit. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We had a
Big
longer
fact.
stem.
Yeah.
Big fact.
It was just certain principle things, certain lines you just didn't cross. Some of the things we
It,
just thought we just didn't do. You know what I
some
mean?
things
Right.
But
you don't do.
Right.
There's a
right,
code.
Yeah.
right,
There's a code to this shit. These 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 cats don't live by the code. There's no code for them.
That's
But
a fact.
when you still look at Camden, like, think about this. I always say, don't judge me when you first see me, because I always got that, especially from white
Right. Right. No doubt.
people. And then don't get me wrong, we don't help it by our actions out there. We're not helping each other.
Right.
mm,
It's gonna reconnect or something.
No, you good. You straight.
Um,
You straight.
so if I say, oh, hey, they and my neighbors is like, oh, Mike is so nice. He this, that, and the third. He's a good, because I am. But then they said, where y'all coming from? My mate, we just had a conversation, and she was like, where y'all coming from? And I said, well, we from Camden. You could see her freeze,
Oh
like,
yeah, the whole demeanor change. Yeah.
yeah,
you
yeah,
could see
yeah,
her freeze, but
Right.
she had to still take a pause, because I'm not acting like I'm from Camden.
Right. Right.
mm,
We're not even here, like we living in the, me and my wife talk about this all the time. Section 8. You could get somebody to get a Section 8 home in the suburbs somewhere of Cherry Hill
mm-hmm,
and act like they in the projects of fucking Sycamore Courts or something,
Right.
like, or
Right.
Westfield Acres or whatever.
mm-hmm,
It's like, hold on. You're supposed to take your people out and treat them different now and show them different. You
right,
was able to take them out of that environment. Why bring that into it? It don't
Right.
make sense.
Right.
You're supposed to leave that behind. But that's where the canon mentality is different from for people, especially now. I don't even like. I love canon to death, but it's like they got a different rules. The cops let them do whatever, because the cops. I'm gonna be real. I don't like cops, so they bitches. They
Well, we
You
can
ain't
all
going
agree
around
with
the
that
corner
one.
where the shit really is.
Right.
You
mm-hmm.
fucking with people
Oh my
on the.
goodness.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you
Yes, I
fucking
do.
with people who
Hell
ain't
yeah.
doing shit,
We have these
and
conversations daily.
Facts.
But they shooting around the corner and you ain't around that
But you
motherfucker
get
because your
right.
coward ass
Yeah.
don't want no parts of that.
Right.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
But let something
So
happen to one of theirs. Now we can't park on Chestnut Street.
now you can't park on it.
Right.
It
You know,
don't make
yeah,
it,
I know.
it
Yeah.
do. It do make sense, but it don't make sense.
Right.
But
You get what I'm saying?
right.
Then these jokers just drive any way they want. You know, they doing whatever they want.
Half of these
You
motherfuckers has
don't
never
chase
lived in the
nobody no
city.
more. They 6 o'clock in the bikes down. They
Right.
want to get in front of you and Willie
Yeah.
before they hit you. And I'm like, man, I don't even want to come in there now because these motherfuckers just want to act simple for no
Yeah.
reason and ain't nothing happening to them. Like
Right.
they're
There's no
not being held
consequences.
accountable.
Yeah.
You feel me? So again, I always say this: you can sit out, you can sit out a crumb for a mouse, and then the mouse will come eventually. He'll eat that crumb, and then you ain't. He just see like, of course he leery. He like this, like oh shit, it's a piece of cheese or crumb out there, and then he go out and he grab it, and then he go back to his little hole, and then you come out the next day and you give him a bigger crumb, and he, you know, he still, and he go take the crumb, but he like boom. Then you go out and you set a bigger crumb out for him. Guess where he at now? Guess what his mindset is? Oh, this dude just setting crumbs out for me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he don't know I'm baiting his ass because
Right.
I'm great catching. So when it comes to all that, what they're allowing them to do is only because of the bigger picture that they great do to them.
Nah,
youth
hell
boy.
yeah.
And
Hit
that's
the
why I
whole
don't
city with a
understand
Rico.
them. Use your fucking
Yeah,
head.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna let you get tied up enough until now. When I get you, I'm gonna give you some big old numbers to take with you.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That's why they call it a RICO.
Hit
Yep.
the whole city with it. That's what they
That's
trying
why
to
they
do.
call it an indictment.
Yeah, it's like casting a big net over everybody. It's
That's
basically
it.
that's what they do.
Pretty much.
Well, I worry about you. I'll let you keep doing you because you going to usher in the other motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, that cop cool. He ain't even give a fuck, man. I'm smoking weed. I'm doing all this shit.
Right.
Then you sound like DMX in motherfucking belly. Like, I'm smoking weed. I'm gonna nigga
Yeah.
listen. It's coming for you.
And sometimes
He
they ain't
might
got
not be.
nothing to do with it. They'll walk
Because he was
themselves right
told
into
not
it.
to fuck with you.
Right,
You feel me?
exactly.
He was told not to fuck with you.
But they say they give you enough rope for you to hang yourself.
Hang
You know
yourself.
what I'm
They
saying?
always do, but again, man, the mentality has changed. And I remember going back to your question, Jay. I remember being in in Hollywood, and we was looking at Most Wanted, America's Most Wanted, right?
Mhm.
And no lie, no lie. At this time, I would never fucking sit here and be like, "Y'all see it, motherfucker, Camden, y'all see it."
Right.
When they
I
had
understand.
Charlie,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? The crazy Charlie from the Untouchables on America's Most Wanted
Right.
getting hunted down and on Federal Street. You know what I'm saying? We out that motherfucker like on some whole negative shit.
Yeah.
Like
Proud as hell.
Being from the
Right.
environment.
that's
Being
it's
from
like
the
Camden,
environment. Yep.
motherfucker. You thought Long Beach was like you
Right,
feel me?
right,
Like,
right.
you thought Compton was
Yo.
like that. Look, we on America's Most Wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
And
we
then
got
you talk
hold
about-
real quick. So let me ask you something, because you just said yeah, y'all just cheering it on. Was it because you was cheering it on because of the crime, or was it like the fact that you just seen somebody from Camden, like kind of like you know what I'm trying to say?
It was a combination of both.
I'm about to
for
say
me.
a little bit of both.
It was a combination of both. Because you gotta remember at the time it was like I was 2 years into Cali. So I'm like pretty much I'm like homesick. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Right,
okay,
right.
yeah, I
So,
see,
so,
yeah,
so,
okay.
so just to see Federal Street and Woodrow
Wearing
Wilson,
them-
you know, so
Right.
like I was like,
Yo, that's the crib.
oh,
That's
shit,
the
look
crib.
at Federal Street.
Word.
Yeah,
He
like,
was-
Yeah.
and
He
you
was
know what's
proud
crazy?
for all the wrong reasons.
Yo, I see some videos, some of the people who don't live here no more, like they live in Cali or they live
Right.
in some people live in Canada that's from Camden.
That's
and they
right.
close to me. So when they see the videos or whatever, and they like, yo, I be telling people about Camden Stock, I see you shot that video in there. So I get that part. But then
Word.
it was, you gotta remember, we down here with the Crips and Bloods.
Mm-hmm.
And all you know is they get down. And then when you see Camden be highlighted for
Right.
yeah.
And we actually I think we got through our questions that we had for you. So now we about to get into our podcast questions for real. It's some things that we do on the podcast.
Before you do finish, let me just say, be on the lookout. Keep being on the lookout for because that's where you ended at. with Poe 1300, Low
Okay,
1300,
yeah,
Ray G,
no doubt.
um,
Savage Entertainment.
and
Entertainment.
Official Pop Out and Savage Entertainment because they great make a whole bunch of noise,
Yes,
and
sir.
we're gonna definitely need support. Don't have to come from Camden because you don't support McDonald's. You go there just because you want to be buying the burgers.
Right.
So if you love the music, go ahead and just keep supporting it. You know what I'm
Hell yeah.
saying? With that said, let's go. Let's get to the next shit.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So on our podcast, we do weekly. We do what we call a Blazing Five,
Right,
which is we got a category and we blind rank that category. You know what I'm saying? We give you a
right,
top
right,
five, and you go ahead and you rank them whatever order you feel that they need to be ranked in.
right.
So this week we're doing hip hop debut albums, right?
Hip
And I
hop
ain't gonna lie,
debut albums.
right? Yeah, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, Jay. And, and,
Mhm.
and pre production and shit, I kind of let him know the topic. I didn't let him know, you know what I'm saying, because I don't know. This is yours, you know what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
go
but
give
he
him
don't know that he don't know the album.
right,
I'm gonna say.
right. So I kind of
So
had him
that's what it
prepared
is.
for the topic at least, though. You know what I'm saying. I had to shoot him some type of bell.
Right.
You know what I'm
You
saying.
know, it's just a whole bunch. Just 5 random albums, and he'll just do his best to rank them from 5
That's
to
all
1.
it
1
is.
being the best, 5 being the worst. All right,
That's all
So
Shock,
it
you
is.
ready?
one for the best and 5 being the worst.
Right.
Yes.
And it's blind
Okay.
ranking, so you don't know what's
And it's
coming
blind.
next. You know what I'm saying.
Yes, you don't know what's coming next though.
I
So
can't.
the first one was CNN War Report was the first one.
Where you putting that at?
Where you putting that at?
3.
Number
3.
All right, we putting that
Okay.
third rank.
The second one was Get Rich or Die Trying.
1.
50 Cent.
1.
That's 1. All right, so number 3 was
Ready to Die.
Biggie Ready to Die.
5. 4. 4.
4.
Okay, 4. So this next one is Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt.
That's 5.
Okay. And last one, Nas Illmatic.
I knew you was
though.
gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Illmatic still, even though Nas is my all time favorite, I still gotta one up the 50 Cent
Okay.
because Nas is 2.
I respect
Il-
you standing on that.
Illmatic is 2.
Straight up.
Realistically, only because of this. How you got all them bracketed, right?
Right.
Mm,
You know those names, those 5. This is the only 5 you're giving me, correct?
Yes,
yes.
sir.
All right, so 50 Cent, I explained to you. When you create an album and its whole totality, like all the way, when I could play something from
Front to back.
here
No skips.
and no skips all and get to, Virginia somewhere and
Right.
play that album,
Right.
that's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
I definitely could respect that answer because I think
Yeah,
that
absolutely. That's my answer too. Yeah.
you know what's so funny though?
Yeah.
Because when we did our top 5 albums of all time, both of us had Get Rich or Die Trying in our top 5. You know what I'm
Yeah,
In the
saying?
top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without
So,
a doubt.
so you think of it, right? Just think of it. Because remember, those are listening albums.
Right.
Those aren't
Right.
party albums where you go
Right.
to a party and you clubbing. Those are sit down, get high, listening albums where you drive,
Driving. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
listening albums. So let me I'm gonna enlighten y'all on something that y'all probably never even thought about till right now. If you go through Reasonable Doubt and you go through Get Richard, I'm sorry, Ready to Die, and you go through the War Report, right? Because that's the one you put CNN,
Yeah.
Mm,
and then the other one was
Illmatic.
Illmatic.
mm.
You're going to eventually make a playlist from all 4 of those albums to go where you need to go because you're not going to listen through the entire album because most of it, just for me, most of that shit I would skip through.
I get
Now,
what you're
mind
saying.
you, even though Nas had 10, it was only 10 songs on Nas's Illmatic album, right? 10 songs. Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I'm
But
saying?
I really don't like halftime.
What? Word?
I don't right. Don't get me wrong, I know it,
Right now, I
but
understand what you're
it was
saying.
something. It was something. It's like that. It's like that.
Well, that's how I feel about Me and My Bitch with Big. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Like
Right.
I'm some shit you going. Don't get me wrong. You'll tolerate it if you
Right.
really. If I'm in the zone, I'm gonna just let it go through.
Right.
Right.
But gonna listen to something through its
Yeah.
entirety. Get Rich or Die Trying was that.
I
Because
think
Right.
I
I have to agree
remember
with that.
New
Yeah.
York get the bloody money, dirty cash, live niggas who smoke weed. The
Yeah.
CNN. And then once you go there, you got TONY at the end of it. And then you got it's like 4 joints.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you gotta remember Capone got locked up during the creation of
Right.
that
Yeah.
Right.
entire
Mm-hmm.
CD.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not on the whole album.
Right.
And then that changes the dynamic. So now you get a Nori album that sounds like
Right.
what?
Facts.
Like, I'm not listening to that shit driving all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a fact.
I mean, it's being real though. I mean,
That's a
yeah.
fact. Hey man, look, I said that Nori. Look, and that's your guy. You fuck with him. No disrespect, but I think that he's the most overrated legend in the game. You know what I'm saying? Me
you know,
personally.
but you talking about a group album, right?
Right.
And
That
then y'all
wasn't
put
supposed
up.
to be a single album, but you know what I'm saying? It just ended up being predominantly him because of that reason alone.
Guess what would have fucked that lineup up if you'd have brought up like the debut album of the Jizza, the Liquor
Right. Okay.
Swords,
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah.
If
Right.
you'd
No
have brought the
doubt.
debut album up of the Wu Tang Clan,
True. No
all the
doubt.
way
Yeah.
through.
True.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you'd have bought the debut album of, let's be real, The Chronic, all the way through.
Word.
Like,
Okay. See,
you see what I'm
what
saying?
about
Like,
what you feel about Doggy Style? You know, that's
I
my,
was
you
just
know what
about
I'm
to
saying?
say, I'm looking
all
at
the
it in
way
the
through.
background. Yeah.
I
Right,
don't
right,
I don't turn nothing from Doggy Style. That's
right. No doubt.
it, but that don't take away from the other four, because again, mine was Life After
The
Death,
death.
Right.
which you can go
Right.
all the way through,
Hell yeah. That's
Right.
one of
but
the
that's
best
not
hip
his
hop
debut
albums
album.
ever. Yeah,
Right.
fact.
Hey, trust me. I know. Listen. First, let me just say this, shot. Jay-Z is my favorite rapper. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you he the best of all time.
Right.
But my favorite album to listen to is
Blueprint.
Life After Jeff. It's
Oh, Life
actually,
After Death.
yeah, that's
What's your
actually
favorite album from Jay?
my favorite album from Jeff. That's a hard one for me, man.
So we're gonna be doing week 8 picks because this podcast will be coming out next Saturday and shit, right? So
Right.
we're gonna let you get first pick on every game. If you would like to, you can go into depth on why you feel like you're picking those teams, or you could just pick them and keep it moving. You feel me?
Right.
All right. So
And hold on, before you start, for all my gamblers out there, all right, Shock, these your picks. Now, if Shock picks don't work,
oh
he
yeah,
is
yeah. That's no
reimbursing.
disclaimer.
He's reimbursing whatever y'all gamble, y'all lose. Y'all just contact Shock. He'll pay all your money back.
Oh no,
Just
that's
let
not our
y'all know.
disclaimer. That is not our disclaimer at all. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Yo, you sound like dude that be walking up on everybody talking about, yo, I need 8 bottles of that motherfucker what's called, and Jim Jones got it right.
right, yeah.
Like, Jones like, man, I ain't paying for that shit. Fuck wrong with you?
So this is how we gonna do it, yo. You know, we deep into it now. We almost 4 hours into this dope ass podcast. You guys better lock
Yeah.
in with us too. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button if you made it this far. If you made
No
it this
doubt.
far, you got to put hashtag Stay Fried, my friends,
Yes.
in the comments. You feel me? But
Damn. Shit, folks.
Shout out
and
to him. What I'm
with,
saying,
with all that being
I ain't
said,
mad at that.
I'm picking the Texans in this game because of the simple fact that
yeah.
I mean,
well, we about to wrap things up anyway. We
nah,
might
not
chop
at
this
all.
thing up for real. So you actually might get a 2-parter conversation
Oh shoot.
with the legendary
Is
Shakil, guys, and we
is that
can't
good or
thank him
bad?
enough. Can't thank him
Oh,
enough for coming through
that's good.
and showing love for to the Wake and
Word.
Bake podcast for real, man. So one
Yeah, man.
last
Thank you for
time,
coming through.
be one last time before we get out of here. A round of applause for the
Amen.
legendary Shakil, people, ladies and gentlemen.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Real shit. And before we go, you do have an EP that is dropping soon. Would you like to speak on that before we go, real quick?
Word.
The EP is it's called it's the title, John. It's only 3 songs. Um, it was all a dream, which is basically the, doing this music, creating music, and being an artist. And then the follow up to that, because it's like a 2-part song, which you're gonna make a 2-part podcast on this You know what I
No
mean?
doubt. Yeah.
It's like the sequel to that, and the sequel to my life and the music thing. So at the same time, it's called My Story, and it's a straight run through of me just bodying this track by Charles Chills, um, for 3.5 minutes,
Facts.
and then let me shout out the creators of the beat, of from It Was All a Dream. That's Big Speed. Shout out to Big Speed and Shiz Beats.
Word.
They created that beat, and then I had a song that I had released last year that was also produced by Big Speed, and Shiz Beats, called "Tell Me What You Want," which is huge. Shot the video featuring Porter Rich. Shout out to Porter Rich.
No doubt.
But always had a third verse of my own for that song that people that I sent y'all an exclusive that said, yo, people need to hear this. So as a bonus, you get that bonus verse. So that's
Word.
the third song, and then that's my salute to y'all, saying, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for riding with me this entire time in my career, man.
Hell yeah. Hell
But
yeah.
again, I'm on Tubi right now, on
SOS Sons of Sins.
SOS Sons of Sin movie.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Slick and everybody a part of that.
Word.
Um, and they got Sons of Sin 2 coming soon. I got another movie that's coming out next year called Pushback, that was written and created by Derek Webster, the Bank, who's the
Word.
boxer from Camden. Um, I got a couple projects coming out with some young cats that I'm on their songs with verses. Like, I'm putting verses on people's songs. People paying homage, asking me to come through,
No
and
doubt.
that's what I do. I'm giving everybody a piece of me before I leave out, all together. But this is my last go around creating my own, and again, I appreciate y'all, and I'm glad this podcast, my family was able to be the first to
Hell yeah.
be able to conversate with me about it, and get more info on it, man, and have me on. Appreciate y'all.
Man,
This
appreciate you
was
for
the-
coming,
this was
man.
dope. This was like us sitting in the. It felt like sitting in the crib together this whole time.
That's
I ain't
how
even
that's
eat
that's
yet.
how we try and
It
get
was
it. You know what I'm saying? That's
word.
how we try and get it for real, man. Also, we did get some exclusive information from Slick when he was on here about possible spinoffs for your character
Mm-hmm.
on Sons of Sins, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah,
So
man, you
hopefully,
you almost got Jan Quan, bro. What's up with that, bro? You almost got my man, and that's crazy. He started tripping when he got to the crib.
facts.
Hey,
Yeah, it's crazy how everybody, when I was at the mall one day, and some dude was like, "Yo, you the dude off SOS, man. Yo,
Word,
you bodied
word.
that." He was
No
like, "You
doubt.
bodied that role, man. Like,
Facts.
I was mad you got killed, yo. I didn't even know." I was like,
Word,
"That's what's up, man. I
word.
appreciate
he
it."
said
So
maybe they
that's all I
think.
be getting. Like, damn, man, we was pissed when you got killed.
Facts.
He said when they think
Facts.
of him, they think of me. You know the streets be
Facts.
talking.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah,
Facts.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Facts.
That was
That was
good.
good, man. I was
Yeah.
happy to do that for my brother, and then
Word.
showcase that that I do have different talents. You
No
know what I'm
doubt.
saying? 'Cause-
Mhm.
listen, it's easy to play a street nigga. Who you
Right.
fooling?
Right. Right.
You get an Oscar to Denzel. That ain't no street nigga. So
Right.
when he play a street nigga, give him the Oscar. You
Right.
feel me?
Right.
You want me to play street nigga? That's natural. You gotta make me play Othello or something like.
Word. Word.
And I can pull that off. Y'all feel me?
No
Like, you know
doubt.
what I'm
No
saying?
doubt.
Show y'all what this is. But again, I appreciate y'all. I'm
We
working on
appreciate
We
you.
doing a
appreciate you coming
documentary
up
of my
here.
story, fellas. So
Oh,
y'all getting an exclusive of that too.
Hell yeah.
oh,
Hell yeah. We're
Working
tripping
on a
with that.
documentary of my, because it's so much of my story. And look, I was able, look how long we was on here doing,
Hell yeah.
just speaking on half of it. And before I go, shout out to your mom. Get her auntie. I'm gonna get her that John. Shout out to Preem. Preem is another one who influenced me,
No
who
doubt.
kept me going, because your dad, he always had it in his heart to do his music and sing his heart out. You know what I'm saying? With the Elgins and all that stuff,
Facts.
I just want to give my love to my family, my Evans family, and everybody, and shout out to everybody that's watching this podcast,
Straight up.
and showing y'all love for real, because people need this right here, what y'all doing too, because a lot of these podcasts ain't really keeping it 100. So I like that y'all keep it 101. You feel
No
me?
doubt.
Like,
No
Appreciate that,
doubt.
yo.
Straight up, man. We
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it. And with that being said, we're going to work our way up out of here, yo. I am
All
New
right.
Jersey Preem. That is Jay Will. And as always, remember,